Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing game number 7 of the Antec attack number 23, and this is once again between a roxkisFraer and KrasS as respectively the Protoss and Terran players. And I am really worried about this lag over here, because it is really annoying. And I've restarted this replay 4 times now, and it seems to be in the replay because my computer is doing fine. It has no problems whatsoever. This is the only process it's running, so don't really understand where it's coming from. It may be... no, I don't know. We're just going to have to sit through this first part, and well, obviously it's going to get better, otherwise I won't post this game. And yeah, for now, this is the best I can do. So anyway, we're going to see the pylon coming up here. We're going to see the... yeah, there we go. The supply depot coming up over here. And then... yeah, the Protoss is probably going to go into gateway, and the Terran going to go into barracks. Although there are other options, of course, but we don't normally see them, and they require a little more creativity. And normally creativity is not rewarded in this game, but sometimes it is, and we are going to see now whether this one is. Refinery coming up. Refinery really early, well before anything that needs gas, and yeah, we'll have to see what he's going to build with that, because you can actually go a lot of options with that. I'm thinking what are the airplanes called? Banshees. That's what I'm thinking, because they require a lot of gas, and if you go double starport Banshees, that would require as much gas as you can probably get from this moment on. So it is kind of crucial that there's no scout coming in, but it seems that Protoss no longer scouts in this matchup. So Protoss also getting the assimilator, but getting that after putting down a gateway and a pylon. So that is not nearly as exciting. And yeah, just probes being made, and this is going to be the first zealot, I'm assuming. And there we go. First zealot coming out. So a new building was put down. That's the cybernetics core, and the cybernetics core obviously allowing him to upgrade to warp gates, as well as, yeah, obviously producing stalkers and sentries. So this is kind of the crucial building for the Protoss, and it seems that he's going for another supply depot here. I don't know what fits in between this. Another supply depot? I don't know. Anyway, he's not really blocking off his entrance, so if this gets spotted, it's going to be pretty painful. Although by now, yeah, the refinery should be up, so it should be no problem. By now it's not really extra scouting information, but he does have that extra gas going. He has a very early factory, and the factory is actually going to switch with the reactor here. Oh yeah, with the reactor of the barracks. And the barracks is going to produce tech lab, and the tech lab is probably going to be added to... oh, the thing is completed. The block off. And yeah, there we go. I'm still thinking he's going for Banshees or something like that, although I may be completely wrong here. This may just be Hellions. Yeah, well, that this was Hellions was kind of obvious, but the Hellions with Marauders, I don't know if that's an actual build. First Hellions are out, and they are going to go straight into the base. They're going to try to snipe some probes, but there are no probes here. And they are not going to do very well against the Stalker. And one of the Hellions already killed. He does get, or this one does get 2 probe kills here. There we go. And yeah, that already makes it worth producing those Hellions. Of course, yeah, it does mean that you have to build a factory, so you have to do something with that. There's the starport, and I'm just wondering what he's going with that, because yeah, the starport seems like a huge investment, and he needs to build something useful with that. So we have 3 warp gates for the moment, and that is kind of the standard build. So robotics facility can come up in well, next to that when he has that that next base up and running. There it is, and that is going to be fine. So the starport is going to produce some just regular medevacs, not even grabbing one of the add-ons. And he does have 3 of these Hellions. And is that all? No, he has 4 on the map. And 2 Marauders, 1 Marine against 6 Stalkers. Yeah, I was assuming this was way more spectacular, but apparently it is not. So yeah, the Watchtower gets grabbed right at the moment that the Terran leaves, which means that he did spot that the entire army moved out and he's going to just run in. But look at the range on those Marauders, man. That is crazy. Come on, snipe the one. Yep, he is going to snipe the one. Otherwise it heals back all of his shields, and that's about half of what it normally does. So the drop is coming in, and this is not going to be super effective. But the medevac goes down, so he needs to do some damage now. There's no retreating. And oh, come on, fire at the probes. Yeah, he's not going to be able to. Oh, that was not what he wanted to get out of that. He did kill 9 workers total, which is a big deal. I mean, 9 workers, that's a pretty good price. But he did build, I think, 6 Hellions for that, plus a medevac. So all in all, yeah, it's probably not really worth it. But I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it is not. Oh, this is so painful. Getting all our, well, half of his army destroyed because of the force fields. And the force field, yeah, people have been complaining about them being too good. They require a very low amount of micro, and you can get a lot of good things done with them. And yeah, against Zerg they're amazing, especially against roaches. And yeah, against the Terran army they work in exactly the same way. They are also just super amazing. There's really nothing you can do about it, and that is of course the problem with them. I mean, yeah, catching some units off is really easy as the Protoss, and yeah, I don't understand why Zerg are doing so well against these Protosses then. But, well, maybe the Protoss will come back and will make a comeback in the tournament scene. Because we don't see a whole lot of Protoss. Well, we don't see a whole lot of Terran, to be honest. Terran is probably the worst represented race at this moment in the higher regions of the tournament. But yeah, it's mostly Zerg and, well, mixed in with Protoss, but it's mainly Zerg. And wow, this huge army is just sitting in front of his base. And is there? Yeah, there is a pylon to warp in everything, except for the Immortals, of course. The Immortals still have to walk in, and he is just going for it now. Not going to wait any longer. He knows he can take this bunker. Yeah, if he can just wall off the entire army. Oh, this is so painful. I'm going to lift up the command center just to get rid of those force fields. Or not get rid of it, but get around the force fields. And now, yeah, everything goes in, but it's including the SCVs, and the SCVs are of course pricey to lose. And oh, he even has his mule with him. just boxed everything and just went for it. He is going to win this fight though, but there was a lot of damage to his economy. And is he going to just finish it right now? Because there isn't a whole lot of army out for the Protoss player. 1 Immortal, 4 Stalkers and 3 Zealots, and that's it. This is the entire army. So that is not enough to hold off this Terran army. Although there's only 1 Marauder here, and that may actually cost him. But we will have to see. The Zealots getting well, nuked down a little bit. And now it's all about, oh, the Zealots do have charge. Now it's all about killing those Stalkers really quickly, because the Immortals are not going to do very well against the Marines, and all he has left are Marines. And the Marines are going to just storm this base, kill all of the probes. And yeah, even though he had 20 units killed, 20 workers killed, it is now going to be more for the Terran player. And there goes the Immortal. Come on, yes, he does get the Immortal, and the rest, the rest are only medevacs. They're going to retreat to meet the reinforcements. And yeah, the Zealots obviously not very good against this. Does he have concussive shells? No, he does not. Apparently we don't do that anymore. So yeah, just the follow-up army is going to be larger for the Terran than for the Protoss. He has plenty of barracks going. And wow, that was a pretty good attack. And still, I don't know why he did that early gas. Maybe to get a very early factory going or something like that. I don't know the exact timings on that. But it seemed more spectacular than it was. But it did win him the game. So, in the end, it did pay off. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.